Well, thank you very much indeed, Wambiru there in Broadcasting House. And of course, we are catching up with the latest in terms of what happened yesterday and what has been happening throughout the week, where, a number of government services as well as the private sector were hacked, and there were attempted threats or to interfere with the systems. But we saw yesterday the government was very quick to try and counter these. And so joining us this afternoon, we are talking to the Principal Secretary in charge of ICT and Digital Economy, Engineer John Tanui. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. First of all, help us understand how widespread was the risk yesterday?
Thank you, O'Brien, and it's good to have this conversation. We are very keen as a government to continue to build our digital infrastructure. As you're aware, we've committed two major fronts as a country. We want to enhance our connectivity to connect to our villages, to our wards, by adding additional 100,000 kilometers. We want to ensure all our businesses are able to access broadband connectivity. Mm-hmm. The other second important thing we are doing as a government is to ensure we digitize our services and make our services available online, and also at the back end to see that we can walk a journey towards establishing a paperless government. As we do this, there are two major issues that we are concerned about. One is indeed cybersecurity that your question is targeting on, and also the other one is data protection and data privacy. The government has done quite a lot in the past to make sure we put the necessary infrastructure and entities to help safeguard this environment. For the incidents that have been happening, these are not the first time we have incidences of attempts to access our infrastructure as a government or as a region. These are things that happens in the cyberspace. There are many kinds of risk and attempts. Some of the attempts are like what we experience is attempts to create imaginary requests for services, reaching a level that your system is unable to process the normal requests because so many requests are received within a short time. Mm-hmm. So those are attempts, but there are many solutions deployed in platforms through our partners and entities to ensure that such requests can be identified, sources blocked, and also logics are put in place that such imaginary requests are actually eliminated and genuine requests are processed by the system. Mm-hmm. So as of now, the eCitizen platform is up, and we are working to ensure that we keep it stable, and we are also planning for the long-term stability and capability to be actually the digital platform for the country and for us to serve our citizens. Mm-hmm. In addition to what we are doing, we are working with many partners. This morning we held a meeting with largely many of our technology companies with presence here in the country to ensure we address one of the important things in the digital space, which is the digital risk awareness, to ensure we our entities, our professionals, the ICT officers in various ministries in government, and our technology partners can take the responsibility to secure our systems, to ensure as we build our systems, we inbuild with cybersecurity awareness from the scratch. We also want to ensure that our systems are updated and maintained to the proper status that is required, and our technology partners have given us assurance they will work with us to ensure that we continue building a digital infrastructure that will support the country's ambition to be a digital hub in the region and also a key player in the continent.
In the attempted attack, which was through the distributed denial of services, how many? We understand that the eCitizen platform was down, but today are all the government online services back online?
Majority of the services are already back online because the system was not interfered. The integrity of the system is secure. means access credentials not affected, and also the system integrity is in place. So it's the issue of in terms of service access that was a challenge, but a lot of work has been done, and now citizens can access services. If there are specific services maybe remaining, something is being done to ensure that those services are accessed conveniently. So I would say we are back fully online, and we have put in place the necessary support infrastructure within government. We have a center, Kenya Center of Computer Incidents Reporting, which is here in Nairobi, helping us to actually monitor the space and to be able to address all issues, not only on one application, but across government. And we are connected to other 70 centers across the world, working with partners like in ITU. We have also partners in other jurisdictions, because these issues of cyber attacks, cyberspace challenges, and incidents is not limited to one country. So it's a global approach. We adopt a global approach to ensure we address these issues. As you mentioned, one of the issues could be denial of service, like what happened. There are other issues that we've seen in the past, even in other countries, where websites are infiltrated and they give wrong information or put wrong images. We've seen also in other regions where maybe systems are compromised and access rights are taken, and even data lost. So these are the realities of the digital space, that such issues can happen. But as a country, we are emphasizing on skilling our people to ensure we have a very skilled team to work with us. We are enhancing collaboration between us and the technology companies who provide us with solutions, and putting also clearly our engagement with our technology partners to ensure that every technology and application they provide to government or our private sector, to ensure vulnerabilities are addressed, and ensure that also the skilling is addressed, and also not to deliver a solution in isolation or in silos, to ensure the whole ecosystem is looked at, so that we continue to secure our digital space. Yep. This country has a huge opportunity to reap much from the digital space, and so we should be looking more on how we can fast track our efforts to grow the digital space, but at the same time building the capabilities of securing this space.
And of course, this morning, and of course part of this afternoon, we still have people who are yet to succeed in accessing some of the e-citizen services.